What's going on, guys, and welcome back to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. Here to talk to you about some more Marvel goodness. We're going to go ahead and step aside and take a little bit of a break from Marvel Spider-Man content just for now, but I will be making more in the future. But before we get started, I'm sure you guys heard all the news about a Black Panther solo game reportedly in the works at EA Games. So this is kind of exciting news, but I am a bit worried, and I have my own reasons as to why I'm worried. You know that the reputation that EA Games has when it comes to making video games. I'm going to go ahead and get into the details. Before we get started, be sure to like, subscribe, and click on the bell notifications so you don't miss anything. We post Marvel-related content here on the channel, especially Marvel Spider-Man 2 content, because that's pretty much all we talk about here on the channel. It's really exciting stuff to talk to you guys about the upcoming Marvel projects, and of course Marvel Spider-Man 2, because we're hyping up that game. And definitely follow me on my social media platforms such as Twitter and Instagram, and join my Discord. Invitation link to that is in the description box below. All of that good stuff is in the description box below. You can find it there. So let's go ahead and dive into the article from metro.co.uk. And a new rumor says EA is publishing a Black Panther game, one where you play as a new Black Panther rather than T'Challa. We already have Insomniac Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine to look forward to in the coming years. And now we can add another beloved Marvel superhero to the list of upcoming solo game adventures, Black Panther. Although not officially announced, an insider source has claimed that a single-player open-world Black Panther game is in very early production. Not an Insomniac or Sony, but EA. Now, where I'm worried or concerned as to why EA is going to be handling this project, well, EA is really known for having a reputation for implementing so many microtransactions into their games. Also, they're actually one of the most, if not the most hated company in the entire world. And honestly, I don't like anything that EA produces, which is why I'm a bit concerned as to what direction they're going to be taking this Black Panther game. And there's also a little bit more to come right when I continue reading this article. It's being developed by an entirely new, currently unnamed studio based in Seattle, one founded by Kevin Stevens, the former vice president of Monolith Production, which made Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor and its sequel. However, one rather strange detail is that you won't technically be playing as the Black Panther we know from the comics and movies. In fact, the game starts with Black Panther dead. You see, that's the kicker, and I think personally for me, it's a little bit in bad taste. We already know that the upcoming film Black Panther Wakanda Forever is not going to be including T'Challa as a character because of the unfortunate passing of Chadwick Boseman. And I think it's really in poor taste when it comes to that kind of detail. You see, when it comes to like at least video game adaptations, you can actually continue on making Black Panther as a character and allow that character to be portrayed by other talented voice actors. We already had Black Panther in Marvel's Avengers, who was voiced by the talented Christopher Judge.
Fit to be a father. I try, I cannot change it. I have become everything I never wanted you to be. Run. Run far away from me.
But you have changed. You're not a monster.
That is exactly what I am.
Not to me.
You all may know him as voicing Kratos in the popular hit God of War, and I think Christopher Judge should go on and pursue and continue to voice the character in future solo projects. And this can actually be considered as a spin-off Black Panther game. I mean, Black Panther was pretty much really fun to play as in Marvel's Avengers, which is what the gameplay that you're seeing right now. And unfortunately, this news about Black Panther getting a solo game from EA is just about as exciting as me playing Marvel's Avengers. Instead, you play as a new character who must take up the mantle in this place. There was no mention of whether the player character is fully customizable or if they will have a set personality, name, and appearance. This comes from Jeff Grubb on his Games Mess podcast, who teased news of a Black Panther game in the wake of the new trailer for the Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie. The concept for the Black Panther game, whether intentional or not, sounds a tad similar to the aforementioned Wakanda Forever, just like I mentioned before, the sequel to the 2018 movie. It too begins with Black Panther dead and someone else needing to take over. This is because actor Chadwick Boseman sadly died in 2020, and Marvel decided not to recast the role of T'Challa, killing off the character. A little bit of a side note, I just wanted to get this out there. I personally believe the character of T'Challa should continue to live on. I personally believe that the character should have been recast, only because there's just so many more stories to tell with the T'Challa Black Panther character. But I am okay with the decision that they made to probably perhaps have Shuri to take on the mantle of the Black Panther, which is everybody is seemingly okay with it. but there are a lot of people who are actually expressing concern or actually requesting that the T'Challa character does get recast, because like I said before, Black Panther in the comics has had so many stories to tell, with him included. But as of right now, they're going to go with the move having the character killed off. For the video game to mirror that kind of thing is kind of in poor taste. Remember, this is just a video game adaptation. It's not like Chadwick Boseman was voicing Black Panther in the video games to begin with. And honestly, Christopher Judge is probably the perfect choice to continue on with the role of Black Panther in this spin-off solo game. So the character is still active in the comics, just so not having him in the video game seems a peculiar choice at face value. And that's pretty much it. And I'm sorry if you heard any thunderstrike or anything like that, but it's kind of raining out here. It's really dark, and it's only like 1 p.m. right now at the time of me recording this video. What are your thoughts about a Black Panther game being published by EA? Honestly, I'm just kind of on the fence for it. I'm not really that excited for it, only because of EA's reputation and what they do and how they treat their games and what their real goal is when it comes to publishing video games. They just want to make money. But anyways, we'll just have to wait and see until the project comes out. Until then, I will continue to report on the news about this Black Panther solo game. As of now, this is all we know, and everything I just discussed is actually a rumor, so take everything I just discussed with a huge grain of salt. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you don't miss anything. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.